Good morning, Edgewood friends and family. It's Lisa Murphy with today's daily encouragement. If I'm completely honest, I struggled a little bit with trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about this morning. So I reached out to the wonderfully amazing Pastor Daria, and she made a little suggestion about maybe a certain verse I could use. And that one is found in Colossians, and we'll read it in a few minutes. But I was so blessed that she had suggested something because I was at a loss. But as I took her suggestion and thought about it, I really started to kind of get into it and enjoyed taking a few minutes to read, what she had suggested to me. So basically, what I want to talk about is the fact that I think currently as a human race, as humanity, we sometimes feel like we're suffering a little bit. We've got so much going on. We've got, COVID, we've got hurricanes, and, dealing with so much about racism and just many things that can be very upsetting and take a toll on us. We can start to feel very negative and very down about things. And I think sometimes it's easy to get in that downward spiral a little bit of looking at all those things that are just not going well, and they're not right, and they're not okay, and it's bad, and it's this, and it's that. But, if we look to the Bible, we can find ways to deal with that and cope with that, and suggestions with how to do that. And Paul speaks to that in Colossians, Colossians 3:12, which is very, very lovely verse. And here it says, "Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience." Something that I think is quite amazing about that is, from what I understand, Paul wrote Colossians while he was in prison, and to be able to have those kinds of thoughts about how to rise above and to clothe yourselves with very specific things to be able to rise above while you're in prison is quite the feat. And just that he was able to find the positive in that, and that he's not sitting in prison, saying horrible, awful, negative, terrible, and creating that kind of list, the list that takes you on that downward spiral, but creating that something that can make you better. And I think it's so important to focus on those things. We need to focus on being compassionate, being compassionate to others, being kind, being humble, having humility. I am learning new things every single day, and I don't for sure. I don't know everything, and it can be very humbling to not know everything and just take a step back in a moment to learn and understand, learn about others, and taking time to process with others about our faith, about humanity, and that's so important. Being gentle, sometimes taking that step back and being gentle with people rather than being abrasive when you have that moment and you want to be, and get all upset and nasty, but you take that moment and you are gentle. When you are patient, patience goes such a long way. Sometimes when I'm going through things in my life, whether good or bad, I want to react right away. But if I take that time to process patience, to wait on God, to hear his voice, to be patient, I find that the outcome is so much better and so much sweeter because I gave it a few minutes and I didn't immediately react. So I'd say just read that verse several times and just really process that. I'm going to read it one more time. And it says, "Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience." That is so sweet to hear those words. I really love that. So enjoy that verse. I do want to let you guys know that after today's daily encouragement, we will be doing our next daily encouragement on Wednesday. So from here on out, they will be every Wednesday. So please tune in to Edgewood via YouTube or Facebook on Wednesday mornings, same time, same place, but on Wednesdays, okay? You guys have a phenomenal day. It was wonderful to talk to you.